Taco Bell is one of the most successful fast food chains in the United States.
Live Más Cafe, part of Taco Bell's plan to break into the beverage industry.
Home Depot is the world's largest home improvement chain.
A typical Home Depot store stocks about 30,000 to 40,000 items throughout the year.
And Walmart is the second largest company in the world.
Higher income families are shopping at Walmart because they're so price sensitive right now.
But amid all of these successes, there's one egg all of these companies have not been able to crack, at least not entirely. Latin America. And not all Latin America, but certainly key countries in the region. And it's not because they make bad products or produce goods Latin America doesn't like. It's because they've each made a different mistake in the Latin American country they were trying to capture.
La empresa internacional planea cerrar hasta 20 tiendas de desempeño deficiente en Brasil y China.
Over the last few decades, some of the biggest American brands have spent billions trying to expand into Mexico, Chile, and other Latin American countries.
Latin America as a whole has a fantastic reform story behind it right now.
So, what have these companies gotten wrong? My name is Fernando, and this story is about the hyphen between Latin America and the United States. By the way, don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss the next video. Let's start with Taco Bell and its multiple attempts at Mexican expansion. In 1992, the Mexican-inspired food chain opened its first location in Mexico. Except it looked nothing like its US stores. It was a food cart in Mexico City. Why? An executive for the company said the chain wanted to appeal to a broader base, appeal to the masses, and those people are eating off carts and out of kiosks daily, he said. Taco Bell would provide soft-shell tacos and burritos. Nachos would also be offered. At the time, Taco Bell had 3,700 restaurants worldwide, but only 61 were outside of the United States, and this Mexican foray was part of its aggressive international expansion. Tijuana would also get one of these food carts. What could possibly go wrong? Mexicans love tacos, and Taco Bell's sold tacos. A lot of them. But here's the thing. A Taco Bell taco cost 74 cents at the time. I want you to imagine how you think Mexicans would react to an Americanized version of tacos that also costs more than the average fare. You don't have to imagine it. One historian said bringing Taco Bell to Mexico was like bringing ice to the Arctic. And according to one newspaper, an employee at the stand said this was the reaction from customers. Some are a little offended, he said. They get a serious look on their face and say things like, how can Americans imagine they can come to sell tacos in the home of the taco? The result was surprising to Taco Bell. Instead of tacos being the most popular item, a shredded beef burrito became the top seller. The looming financial crisis of 1994 didn't help its sales. 2 years after opening, the carts closed. 13 years later, Taco Bell tried again and failed again, but this time with a new approach. I'll tell you what went wrong this second go around in a moment, but first I want to tell you something else. If you're still watching this video at this point, I hope this means you enjoy my reporting or at least find it interesting. If you want more of it delivered to your inbox, consider subscribing to my newsletter for In The Hyphen. It's delivered bi-weekly and gives you the latest on US Latino culture and trends. Oh, and it's completely free. The link to sign up is in the description, and now let's get back to the video. Instead of pitching itself as another taqueria for Mexican tacos, this time it pitched itself as American food and leaned into its gringo nature, using this slogan, Taco Bell is something else. It added French fries and soft serve ice cream to the menu, and it renamed one key menu item, its tacos. See, Taco Bell's tacos, which were crunchy, hard-shell tacos, confused Mexicans who were used to soft tortillas. Instead of tacos, in Mexico, they'd be rebranded as tacostadas, a fusion of tacos and tostadas. The reception was lukewarm. They're not tacos, one customer told the Associated Press. They're folded tostadas. They're very ugly. Taco Bell had ambitious plans to open 300 stores in Mexico, but in 2010, the chain announced it would be closing all of its stores in Mexico. But could it be trying again? Its CEO, Sean Tresvant, said this during a Q&A at Boston University in September of 2025, when he was asked which country outside of the United States has the most Taco Bell locations. Someone guessed Mexico.
No stores in Mexico. Wow. Okay, soon we'll have some stores in Mexico, but no stores in Mexico. Yeah.
Now let's talk about Home Depot's failed attempt at Chilean expansion. In 1998, the Home Depot was on a roll. Fresh off a successful expansion into Canada, the home improvement retail giant was looking at further expansion in Latin America, choosing Chile as its first market outside of North America.
La mejor atención, los mejores precios y el mayor surtido.
Compare su precio. Caja de herramientas de 22 pulgadas a solo 8,970 pesos. Y esta otra, gratis. CMR le da crédito en la tienda Home Depot.
Why? The country had a stable economy compared to other Latin American countries at the time, and its government was amenable to foreign investment.
Come to extend to you an invitation to invite you to a shared undertaking. Let us travel together down a path that it includes but is not only the classic form of economic cooperation. Let us together build a vision of the future for this hemisphere.
Home Depot opened 5 stores in Chile, but it did so with a big assumption: that Chileans loved do-it-yourself construction as much as Americans did. They did not. In Chile, homeowners were less likely to handle repairs or home improvement projects themselves. That's because contractors and specialists, called maestros, were relatively cheap to hire in the South American country. There was also another big issue. Whereas Americans were likely to have garages filled with tools and supplies, Chileans were not. But there was an even bigger problem for Home Depot. In Chile, women controlled the family's pocketbook. They decided where the family shopped. As a result, retail stores that did well tended to be more attractive. Home Depot stores were not. According to this case study, one construction worker remarked that his wife didn't like going to Home Depot because she found it boring and ugly. Women preferred home improvement competitors like Home Center or Easy. Why? They were prettier and had decor sections and general home products too. In 2001, Home Depot announced it was closing all its stores in Chile and exiting the market entirely.
Deu para perceber que existe hoje espírito novo que motiva as relações entre o Brasil e os Estados Unidos.
In 1995, encouraged by economic reforms in Brazil, retail giant Walmart decided to enter what was considered a massive emerging market. But the Walmart supercenters entered the South American country heavily misunderstanding the Brazilian shopper. See, in the US, it's typical for Walmarts to be in the suburbs where the stores can have massive parking lots with equally massive supercenters where you can find everything from toilet paper to socks and couches. Customers usually drive there stocking up on things in pretty much bulk. But in Brazil, the shopping culture was very different. Brazilians did not embrace the stocking up ethos of the United States, primarily because of the limited per capita income. As a result, customers were instead focused on stretching their income through multiple visits, coupons, and extensive comparison shopping. Walmart's everyday low prices tagline just didn't resonate with customers.
Brazilian consumers are very attracted to promotional sales, but promotional sales are only effective in Brazil if they are punctual. So since prices were low every day, Brazilians didn't actually perceive value in the promotion.
At its peak, the company had nearly 560 stores across Brazil, but it couldn't get pricing low enough to compete with other key players. One customer told Reuters it was never clear who the store was for. He said, quote, "It wasn't cheap enough for the poor, but there was no appeal for the middle class." Some analysts and former executives say one of Walmart's biggest mistakes came in 2007, when it lost a bidding match for Atacadão to France's Carrefour, which acquired the chain of stores for $1.1 billion, giving it massive footprint across the country. Carrefour also offered customers low-interest credit cards that could only be used at its stores. In 2018, there were 2 million Atacadão credit cards in the country, which led customers to spend 15% more on the cards, according to CNBC. Walmart also shuffled through 4 different CEOs in the span of 10 years and lost money for 7 consecutive years before selling 80% of its business to a private equity firm. Now, for every one of these countries these companies failed in, they succeeded wildly in others. Walmart, for example, is the largest retailer in Mexico. Home Depot is the largest home improvement retailer in Mexico as well, and Taco Bell plans to have 200 stores in Brazil by 2030. Now, there are a bunch of companies that aren't in this video. Which other ones have you heard of that didn't do so well in Latin America? Let me know in the comments. By the way, if you like this video, you might also enjoy this other video I made. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.